using the Redmi PAD SE for the past 2 months. It may not be the best mini Android tablet, but there are a few reasons why it's still worth buying, especially when there are not a lot of options right now. For the first time in a long time, a Xiaomi device is not the best option. The Redmi PAD SE 8.7-inch is right behind the Samsung Galaxy Tab A9, which is arguably the best cheap mini tablet right now thanks to its faster chipset. Although the Pad SE lags behind the competition, the rest of the package is still solid in terms of price. Let's start with the performance. Is the Helio G85 enough in 2024? If it's on the phone, no, but on a mini tablet, it's acceptable. The same applies to the 4GB RAM this tablet is running on as well. The thing about tablets is that you don't use them as much as your phone. Since it is a secondary device, the shortcomings are easier to overlook so long as it is doing its purpose. If you use your tablet as fast as you use your phone, then I'm telling you already that this tablet is not for you. Based on my experience, the G85 feels okay for day-to-day use. It's not fast or slow, but there are a few instances where the chipset struggles. The first one is once you leave the tablet for at least a day and unlock it, it'll take time to load and process things. Sometimes this involves waiting for the icons to load, but once you're done with that, everything will work just fine. I never had a sluggish experience provided I've been scrolling through social media apps, browsing, and sometimes running AFK journey just because I can. Perhaps the most intensive task I've done here is playing 1440p videos on YouTube. While it also supports 1440p 60 frames playback, it'll stutter, so you have to dial it back to 1080p. That said, it can't play back 4K videos, just so you know. But you know what's the best thing I've done with this mini tablet? Run Steam Link on it. For the past month, I've been playing around Remote Play. It's basically streaming your PC games on any device via the Steam Link app. Pair the tablet with a telescopic controller and voila, I have my full gaming experience on a nearly 9-inch tablet. For the past month, I've been streaming and playing my PC games on this tablet for hours. What surprised me was how good the Wi-Fi network of this tablet was. I thought it would be a problem given the slow chipset, but that wasn't the case. I got my PC tethered to a Wi-Fi 6 modem with 200 megabits internet speed, my games were on maximum settings, and my Steam Link streaming settings were up to 1080p at 60 frames. The only time the game would stutter is when streaming at 90 frames. The distance between the tablet and the modem until the connection starts to drop will depend on several factors, but compared to my Redmi Note 13 Pro Plus with better overall specs than the Pad SE, I noticed the tablet dropping connection within 15 feet from the modem with a thin wall in between. I've seen the Galaxy Tab A9s display and I think the Redmi Pad SE is better in terms of color reproduction and peak brightness, albeit by a small margin. The display quality of the Pad SE is okay, especially considering the price. It's not the most accurate, but at least the videos look good enough to be enjoyed by a regular user, including me who is a stickler for display quality. That is probably the one thing that's keeping me from switching to the Tab A9. The 800p 90Hz display is simply better in terms of colors, contrast, and brightness. However, I wouldn't focus too much on that 90Hz refresh rate since the chipset struggles to maintain that speed 90% of the time. As for the build itself, this is an all-plastic design with an IP53 rating, so at the least, you get some dust and water splash resistance. The weight is light if you don't slap a case on the tablet, but with the first-party leather case from Xiaomi, the added weight is significant. However, again, you have this hand strap on the back. The Redmi Pad SE lacks a fingerprint scanner, but using a pin code and face unlock has been fine. The buttons though feel solid and responsive. No part here says that it's cheap. You still have access to an audio jack below, an infrared blaster up top, and a dedicated microSD slot. And of course, there is a 5MP selfie camera for video calls and an 8MP main camera for document scanning. The stereo speakers sound very good for a mini tablet. I thought they would skimp on them, but they did not. They can get loud and don't sound tinny, but you need to be at least at 70% volume to properly hear what you're watching. The good thing is that it doesn't affect the battery life, regardless of the volume you're in. While the 6650 mAh cell may seem small on paper due to the G85 being a low-power chipset, the Redmi PAD SE can last for a week without needing to charge. The longest screen on time I recorded was 9 hours with 10% left. Since then, I've recorded at least 7 hours of screen time, browsing, and streaming on a Wi-Fi connection. If you are planning to buy a Redmi PAD SE, you have to set your expectations right when it comes to performance because the rest of the package is really impressive. Yes, this version of HyperOS doesn't come with multi-window mode, which may be a deal breaker to some. Heck, not even split screen is available. I'm not sure why Xiaomi would get rid of a basic feature. My money is on the fact that they are reserving multitasking features for more expensive models, but nevertheless, I don't mind the fact given the weak chipset performance. I wouldn't want to run 2 apps and have the tablet lagging and stuttering, but then again, it's a feature Xiaomi should not have taken away from us. All in all, that's the Redmi PAD SE. Let me know if you want me to test the Samsung Galaxy Tab A9. I am also looking at the Infinix X-Pad. It's an 11-inch tablet, but its price is close to the Tab A9 but with a bigger screen. But that's it for this one. Drop a sub or like if you feel like supporting the channel, and as always, until the next one, stay safe.